Hi, hello my little dumplings. Today I'm going to teach you about genetics and the male and female reproductive systems. Okay, so let me think about it. This is for my exam, so I'm going to teach you some really interesting things. So first of all, let's discuss how the sperm in the man's, genitalia is really made. So we've got these little tubules called the seminiferous tubules, and they make up the you know, the testes, and then that's where the sperm is made. And the sperm is actually made through a really interesting system. It's called spermatogenesis. And so it starts off with a spermatogenium, and then what happens is it goes through mitosis, and it turns into a primary spermatocyte, which is still diploid. And then what happens is it goes through meiosis, and then it turns into haploid, and it turns into a secondary spermatocyte. And then the coolest part is it goes through the second mitosis stage after into the kinesis, and it turns into this spermatozoa. And then it matures like me, like I'm mature now, and then it turns into this little sperm, like little cute sperm, and it like wiggles around, like moves around, and then it goes into the vaginal like thing, and then it makes this baby, and it's so amazing. But wait, but that's not all, because when the sperm is made in the seminiferous tubules, it has to go to the epididymis, where it actually matures. Epididymis is the word. And then after it goes to the epididymis, it goes through the vas deferens. Let me check my notes. Yes, it goes through the vas deferens, and then it passes these little things, and it passes the prostate gland, which lets out these little like juices that are white, like milky fluid, so it protects the sperm. And so then it goes into the uterus. It goes into, oh, I don't have a uterus, my bad. It goes into the urethra, and then what happens is it comes out of the urethra, and that's when and so now we're going to move on to the female, which is really interesting. So what happens is it actually starts in the ovaries, where the egg is produced, and the produce goes through a process called oogenesis. And then oogenesis, how this works is it goes from an oogenium through mitosis and creates a primary oocyte, and then it goes through second stage of meiosis, and I mean first stage of meiosis, and it makes primary I messed it up. Buddy, look what you've done. Buddy, hey, stop it, okay? Listen. Listen. Oogenium goes through mitosis, makes primary oogenocyte. Goes through meiosis 2, meiosis 1. Makes secondary oogenium. Goes through meiosis 2. Makes 3 polar bodies, which are these little things, little tiny balls, and it makes one big egg. One big, like, ovum thing, and then this two of the polar bodies die, and then one of the polar bodies it sacrifices itself. It's like, ugh, I'm gonna give you my nucleus to make you bigger, and then only when this ovum is fertilized will it become a mature egg cell. So when the actual egg is made, it goes through, you know what it goes through? It goes through these things called the it's first of all protected by follicle cells, and then it goes through the fallopian tube, and then it settles in to the uterus, and then that's where it fertilizes, and then yeah, it's like matures in the uterus. In the uterus, that's where it matures. So, yeah, that's basically it. That's what I wanted to teach you, about some stuff today, and the interesting human body. Like, sex is so much more beautiful than people might imagine. All these processes, biological things, it's like, it's like, it's life. Thank you, and see you later when I study a little bit more for my genetics test.